Tech in 20, Season 1, Episode 15. Show your work on a math worksheet with JAWS.
CATT, Center for Assistive Technology Training Northwest.
So welcome to Tech in 20. This week we have CATT trainer Eli Sanchez leading our session. And Eli is going to show us the best Microsoft settings for composing and editing digital math. So I'm going to hand it off to you, Eli.
All right. Good morning, everybody. I'm glad you guys came back for the second time of me doing the presentation. All right. So last week we focused a lot on viewing math, right? Using the JAWS, the math viewer, and just going through that kind of stuff. Today I want to showcase just a few tricks here to make it easier to edit the math. And when I mean edit math, I mean composing and editing math, long math, right? So like solving for equations, that's what we're going to be doing today. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. Let's slow down the speech for you guys too. Oops, hold on.
Screen sharing.
And we are live. All right, let's do this.
Desmos vertical bar beautiful free math dash.
So I got Desmos up. We're going to be working with a little bit of Desmos.
Screen parabola underline worksheet underline
And this is my parabola worksheet. Make sure this
restore
is
to move unavailable. Size minimize maximize unavailable. Leaving menu.
All right.
Find all
So this is a typical worksheet that I would be working with very often when I was in school doing algebra 1, 2, and calculus.
Blank.
So it's going to be looking for intersections of equations, parabolas specifically. I have little baby simple equations because I don't remember how to do this the best, but we're going to be working with this either way. Some arrow down through here.
Name colon underline date colon problem 1 2 standard parabolas left bracket easy right bracket. French equation 1 colon y equal x raised to the power of 2 plus 1 equation 2 colon y equals 2x raised to the power of 2 minus 3.
All right, let's get a little smoother reading of that here.
1 colon y equals x superscript 2 plus 1 equation 2 colon y equals 2x superscript minus 3 blank.
All right, so
Cassandra
x squared plus 1 equals 2x squared minus 3. And we have to figure out where they intersect. So then, me as a student, I would just
Desmos vertical bar beautiful free math.
Desmos. Here we go.
Context menu. Close. Tab. Unpin. Name window. Bookmark. Alt. Reopen. New tab. Maximize. Minimize. N. Maximize. Leaving menus.
Okay.
Desmos.
No edit boxes. Here.
Beautiful free. Desmos link. Open graph and calculate. Desmos.
Open the graph and calculator.
Kim Heinrichs put in weight.
Right here we are going to do
quote x quote. Superscript 2. Quote x quote square. Baseline plus 1. Quote x quote square. Expression 2 colon edit. Blank. 2 quote x quote superscript 2
squared
baseline minus 3.
Let's
2 quote x quote square minus 3
here.
has graph paper x-axis visible from negative 10 to 10 y-axis.
Let's hear that graph. All right, we're going to press the tab key here.
0 at x colon 1.22 intersection with expression 1 at x colon 2 y colon 5.
X is 2, y is 5. All right, so then easy enough, right? I can go
parabola underline worksheet under
here to my document.
Restore, close, maximum, minimize, leaving.
And then
problem French equation 1.
I know that Desmos told me
blank intersection point left
that the intersection is 2
space blank.
So I'm just going to go right here to my
blank intersection point left paren s right paren colon
intersection point
space blank.
And we're going to do
left per Karen Lee put
2 comma
Karen Lee has entered the
5 just the way I was taught. And there we go.
Intersection point left paren s right paren colon left paren 2 5 right paren.
All right, those are intersection points. That's where it intersects.
From Leslie Edmonds to everyone.
But if I was to turn this in to my professor, my teacher, they would come back and say, well, how'd you get that question? And then I go in and say, I get it in Desmos. And then they want me to show how I did my work. They want to show my work, right? I always got in trouble for that when I was in school. So obviously we have to break this down some more. So let's get into it.
Blank workspace.
So Desmos gave us the answer right away, but we need to show the work here.
Blank.
So we're going to solve for these. Equations here. So we are going to bring up the
selected math content
equation there. We're going to do x squared plus 1 equals 2x squared minus 3. Enter.
Math content x squared plus 1 equals 2x squared minus 3.
All right.
Star base plus.
So notice here.
Start equation x. Star base plus 1 equals 2. Star base minus 3.
One of the biggest questions
Blank.
I get asked is, how do I know when I am editing the math in Microsoft Word with JAWS? And as we listen to this,
Math content x squared plus 1 equals 2x squared minus 3.
all right, it tells us that there's math content.
Start equation x squared math.
Tells me at the start of the equation.
Star base x. Blank. Star base plus math 1 equals 2. Star base minus.
But
Star 2 equal 1 plus
I'll
star
show
base
you
blank.
right here. If
Star
I
base x
need
math
to maybe drop in
plus math 1 equals 2. Star base x. 2 equals 2. Star minus 3.
right here,
Blank. 3 math content. Blank. 3
right?
math blank.
And I want to add maybe a plus or something,
Plus 3 math plus blank.
and it does on the
Plus.
outside. So what I'm going to do is
Blank.
I'm going to turn on a setting here that's going to let us have a little more feedback as to when we're actually interacting with math content. I'm going to go to the options menu here, or the file menu of Microsoft Word.
Menu. Home. To move through.
We're going to go up here
Back. Options.
to options, hit enter there.
Leaving menus. General.
Down arrow to accessibility.
Display. Proofing. Save. Language. Accessibility. 6 of 11.
We're going to tab over here.
Accessibility. Show accessibility's feedback options. Provide feedback with sound checkbox not checked.
And that's the one we want. Provide feedback with sound.
Checked.
We're going to shift tab here.
Make your show X category cancel but OK button to activate.
Hit OK.
Edit.
So now we got this cool feedback. Check this out.
Math content x squared plus 1 equals 2x squared minus 3.
You guys catching that?
Star base x math content.
I'll mute JAWS real quick.
Speech on demand.
So that tells me I'm out of the equation, and that tells me I'm in the equation. See, kind of subtle, but it's giving me a clear indicator of when I'm actually, if I was to drop in information, if I drop it here, it's going to be on the outside of the equation editor. If I drop it over here, it would be on the inside of the equation editor.
Full speech.
All right.
Blank.
Let's continue this so you can see how this breaks down.
Math content x squared plus 1 equals 2x squared minus 3. Blank.
So then we are going to do
Selected. Math content.
x squared equals 2x squared all right. And see, I hit enter there, so it took me out. So I did, on purpose, I did a mistake here.
Math content x squared equals 2x squared plus 4.
So I did a plus 4, but up here.
Math content x squared plus 1 equals 2x squared minus 3.
So if we were to carry that 1 over the equal signs, it becomes negative. So then it would be a negative 4. But over here,
Math content x squared equals 2x squared plus 4.
I showed that it's a plus 4. If I was to turn this in, they'd be, well, we kind of did this wrong.
Start equation
right?
x.
So we're going to edit this.
Star base x. Blank.
I want to make sure I'm in the equation editor.
Star base x math
So I'm just going to use my right arrow.
equals math content.
So this is another point I want to make, is this is a little bit different navigational wise, because we're taught that with JAWS you can do control right arrow and it skips over word by word. The hard part is that with the equation editor, it actually will skip over the entire equation, and it's not always consistent on how much it skips. So we are just going to use our right and left arrow by themselves. So here we go.
Star base x plus 4.
All right, so we're here.
Plus math content.
Let's get rid of that plus. We need a minus.
Minus. Star base x. Minus. Blank.
All right.
Math content x squared equals 2x squared minus 4.
All right, now it looks right. Let's continue this.
Blank.
So then
Math content x squared equals.
I want everything to be positive. So I'm going to flip my,
Blank.
I'm going to show my work here. So I'm going to move the 4 on the other side of the equals and move that x over to the right. So if we do our math, we're going to do
Selected. Math
4 equals x squared. Okay. And now we need to figure out what x equals to get our intersection here. So then we would do
Selected.
backslash sqrt and then 4. And see how it doesn't change automatically, right? It's sqrt. I'm gonna hit the space bar here and nothing.
Comma.
right?
Math content. For math content.
So let's get rid of that, and we need a square root.
T math content.
We're like, well, why is it not working? So let's put a left parentheses here.
Autocorrect colon square root.
There we go. And we got an autocorrect, right?
Open paren math content.
So just by doing that left parentheses, we got a square root. So we're going to do 4 and then close, space, equals. We'll do the same thing here for the x, backslash, sqrt, left parent.
Autocorrect colon square root.
And see, it's autocorrecting for us here. And then we'll do x squared, right parentheses, and then square root of these. So that means that 2, whoops,
2.
Forgot to do the equation editor.
Selected. Math content.
2 equals x.
Math content to equals x. Blank.
So then if we come down here to that intersection point that we got out of Desmos.
Blank. Intersection point left paren s right paren colon left paren 2, 5 right paren.
2 and 5. So we got the x right. Okay. And this is how we would show the
Blank.
work.
Blank. Math content.
Now, if I was a student, again,
Math contents.
I can come up here and review all of my
Blank.
work, right?
Math content to equals x. Math content square root 4 equals square root x squared end root. Math content 4 equal x squared. Math content x squared equals 2x squared minus 4. Math content x squared plus 1 equals 2x squared minus 3.
And see?
Workspace colon.
Then now that little blip tells me I'm now out of all of my math. So any changes I do here will be away from any kind of equation editing. I had a good word for it. Any equation editing, we'll just call it possibilities.
Math content x squared plus 1 equals.
And then here I'll show off real quick how the control left and right work here.
X squared plus 1 comma equals comma 2x squared comma minus 3.
And see, it gave me the entire equation in one run, and I just did control right, which is supposed to give you word by word. So this is where I found in this past week that myself plus others that I was testing with were tripping up. It was a couple of how do I know when I'm actually going to be editing inside of the math content.
Start equation.
And that is by this little blip here.
Start base x blank. Start base x math.
There we go. And it's kind of hard to hear over the speech of Jaws, which is why I muted it earlier. But once you kind of get the hang of it, you'll catch it. And then how do you pick apart each equation without skipping over the whole thing? So we can just use our left and right arrow.
Plus math content. Start base x plus 1 equals 2. Start base x minus 3.
There we go.
Math content x squared equals 2x squared minus 4. Math.
And then
math content to equals x blank. Math content to blank.
There we go. So we can take this as far as, as pretty much as far as we want. We could also, let me see, do a quick little time check here just so I know I have enough time. All right. Perfect. We got just enough time. So if you want to do different sounds just based off of your range of hearing for the student or yourself or anything, you can come over here.
Menu. Back. Options.
Go into options again.
Leaving menus. General.
So we went to the file menu by doing Alt F, and then we up arrowed to options. Hit enter on that. We're going to down arrow to accessibility, and there's tree view here.
Display. Proof. Save. Language. Accessibility. Advanced. Accessibility.
We're going to tab over
Accessibility.
here.
Show accessibility status. Feedback options. Provide feedback with sound scheme combo box.
We can
to change
go
the
over
provide sound
to
scheme combo box.
the
Modern. To change the select.
modern sound scheme, or you can down arrow
Modern
over
button
here
selected. Classic button. 2 of 2.
to the classic sound scheme.
Sound scheme combo.
We can hit on that.
Provide feedback with animation checkbox checked. To sound
And
proof.
then
Make
we
show
can try
category
that
cancel
real
button.
quick.
OK button. Edit.
You can come up
Math
here
content.
and see now we have a different.
Start root for math content.
You can listen to this.
Speech on demand.
This sound scheme here. Oh, it's the same one. They didn't change it over the years.
Full speech.
You can go in and customize this exact sound scheme. Also, you can change the sounds. You can even add your own sounds. That's kind of its own training because you have to get a little deeper into this. But this is a great way to get feedback on a lot of different actions that are carried out inside of Microsoft Word. And one of them I'll show you real quick is the save. So I'm going to actually change
Menu.
back
Options. Leaving menus.
I like the modern one.
Access. Access. Show feedback off. Sound skim combo box. Classic. To change. Classic button select.
Go
Modern
back
button. 1 of
here
2.
to
Sound skim on it.
modern.
Make show category. Cancel button. OK button. Edit.
Okay, and then we are going to save this document.
Upper ribbon. Expanded. Ribbon. References tab selected. 7 of 30. Leaving menus. Share submenu. Share upper ribbon. Table of contents group. Table of content. Add text sub. Update table. Leaving menu.
Well, we'll go here actually because I don't want to go through that.
Save as dial.
And then we're going to call it
Parabola underline worksheet underline.
All right, check this out. So I'm going to mute
Speech on
JAWS real
demand.
quick. I'm going to save, and we get that chime telling us that we saved. So this is a great way to get some extra feedback for the different actions you carry out in Microsoft Word. And when you change it in one program, you can add the sound scheme inside of Word, Excel, Outlook. Doesn't matter where you add it, but it will apply across all of your Microsoft products. All right.
Full speech.
And with that, we can end this Tech in 20 with
Desmos vertical screen sharing meeting control.
Stop the screen share for you all. All right. Again, I did a Tech in 18. All right.
Wow, that's great, Eli. I was furiously taking notes while you were doing that. That's a lot of stuff I hadn't even explored before. So thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, of course.
That's perfect. So recording wise, that's it for Tech in 20, where we meow at your tech needs. So thank you for joining us and see you next time. And I'm going to stop the recording.
CATT, Center for Assistive Technology Training Northwest.
The contents of this video were developed through a partnership with the American Printing House of the Blind, APH. CATT Northwest is based at the Washington State School for the Blind, WSSB. Logos, WSSB and APH. The contents of this video were developed under a contract authorized by the Department of Education. However, these contents do not necessarily represent the policy of the Department of Education, and you should not assume endorsement by the federal government.